Hello, my friends, and welcome to a brand new episode of Discourse in Magic. My name is Jonah Babbins, and this is Magician Appetizer number 21, a bite-sized piece of food for thought to help you on your magic journey. And today we are talking about virtual magic once again, but we're not talking about virtual magic business. We're talking about your virtual magic show. And today's piece of advice is going to help those performers who have switched or are switching from being a stage or parlor performer to a virtual performer. And we're actually going to take a lesson from the acting industry and apply it to the virtual magic world. I hope you like it. So, let's say this is you. You used to be a stage performer, you used to be a parlor performer, and now you are a virtual magician. And one thing that you'll notice in virtual magic is obviously you're a little bit closer to your audience than you would be before. You're quite close to the camera. And we are going to take a little piece of information or a piece of advice from the world of acting. Sometimes actors have to transition from the world of theater acting to the world of camera acting. So performing for an entire theater of maybe hundreds or thousands of people to performing for a camera, which is basically to one point, to one person, maybe for a show or a movie or something to that end. And one thing that happens when actors make that switch is the directors often have to tell them over and over again to play smaller, do less. And here's what that means. It means that they're used to performing on a stage. That means that they talk with their hands, they express with their whole body. If they're sad, they're not just sad with their face, they're sad with their shoulders, so that the people sitting in the back row, the cheap seats, everybody at the back, everybody knows that the performer is feeling sad or looking sad. But for an actor who is acting on TV or who's acting for a camera for television, they actually need to make their emotions very small. If they're looking angry, it's more about adding a little bit of anger to their face, to their facial expression, than it is to adding a whole lot of anger to their body. Or maybe if they're looking excited, it's about just raising their eyes up a little bit. So the viewers at home can really intuit that they're feeling excited because they're close up to their face. They don't have to throw their arms in the air and get incredibly excited. That is the exact same piece of advice that I'm going to share for those of you that are translating from the world of parlor magic to the world of virtual magic, which is kind of an alternate close-up magic. And that is, you should be playing smaller. Not necessarily the magic, but your expressions about it should be playing smaller, especially if you're positioned close to your camera. If you're positioned close to your camera, it's much more important what it is that your face is doing than it is what your arms and what your body's doing, because your face probably takes up 30 or 20 or 40% of the screen is literally your face and your facial expressions. So if we're looking really bored on our face, but we think that doing interesting stuff with our hands is going to really help, it's not. People are going to see a boring face. If we look excited and overly excited with our face, people are going to think that we are completely out of our minds because they're right up close to our face. So sometimes if you're making that transition from stage magic or parlor magic to the world of virtual magic, sometimes we're going to take the advice that directors give to actors who are transitioning from theater to camera. And that is do less. Do less, or play smaller is another way to think about it. So not big with your arms, not big with your legs, not big with your body, but instead the small movements in your face that express the way you're feeling, the way you are, your excitement, your anticipation. That might be a change that's going to help you really connect with the people on the other side of the screen. Hope this was helpful for you. Please let me know. Leave a comment on this anywhere you see it. If this was helpful for you, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook or the Facebook group, I want to know if this is the kind of stuff that you want to know, or if you're like, no, Jonah, just interview magicians. I just want to hear the interviews. I want to know. So let me know. I would love to hear. As always, if you liked it, please spread the word. Tell a friend. It means the world. And If you need help with your virtual magic show, especially getting more bookings, getting higher paid bookings, and systematizing the whole thing so it doesn't drain your entire life, then send me a message. Send a message, an email titled hello to info@discourseandmagic.com, and I will make sure to help you out. Thank you, as always, for being here. I love you lots. It means the world, and I'll see you next Thursday. Peace.